Well, to add the lid, the first thing we're going to need to do is add the lid component. So let's just go ahead and add a new part. We'll call this our lid. And save it to an external part. Open it up, insert part, grab our master form, drop it in there, and hide everything. Could have used our template, but oh well. It doesn't take that long to do anyway. So there is our lid, at least in its most basic form. First thing I want to do is go to the front view and draw a sketch. And let's just do a spline, how about? Draw a spline right across the middle here. Let's just use this as a chance to talk a little bit about splines in SolidWorks. I'm going to go ahead and go normal to our sketch, make our view normal to our sketch. And I want this spline to come across the middle here, and I want it to be a tangent in the center. So I'm going to draw a line right across here and make this a construction line. I'm going to need access to, let's use the spout bottom plane as a reference. Go spout bottom plane to that is, let's say half an inch, no, not a half a millimeter, let's say 0.5 inches, maybe 11 millimeters, there we go. And make this point coincident with that point by clicking merge, and make the resulting point coincident with the right plane. Now I can still edit my spline. I can move around these items here. Let's see, what is this? Somehow I accidentally made this point coincident with that line, so I can delete that coincident constraint. There we go. Now I can move my spline points around. Now splines, you can give them constraints. I'm going to draw another line on the other side to demonstrate this. Make it a construction line as well. And if I control select both of these, I can make them tangent. I can also control select both of these and make them tangent. But I want to point out to you that the tangent function with these splines is anything but bulletproof. It's actually pretty wonky, and it will break on you from time to time. So I just want you to know when it happens, sometimes this will give you some issues, unfortunately. I really wish they would fix that, because I use splines constantly in surfacing. It's really actually very important. So I'll just go ahead and constrain this sketch a little bit more. I'd like the result to be something like so. So we end up with a nice swoop going down. I can exit that sketch, and I can go ahead and extrude that surface. Reverse the direction, and we can just go blind out a little bit. Now, before I can go any further, I need to mirror that across. So features, mirror, use our right plane to mirror that body, and check knit surfaces this time, so it'll knit our surface across the center. And then we can go ahead and do a surface trim if we want to, but I think I'm going to wait on that actually. Before I do that, I want to thicken this outer surface. So we'll do thicken this outer surface by 3 millimeters. Click OK, and that should thicken us up pretty nicely. Now I can go ahead and do a cut with surface, choose this surface, reverse the direction, because the arrow, I want it to be pointing out to the part we want to cut off, and there we are, all done. You can hide this, and this is going to be our basic lid, and I think everything else we're going to do is going to be symmetric edits. Let's go ahead and add a couple of little fillets, like maybe that looks like a 1 millimeter fillet on the top. And I'll add some minor radii on these other edges. Just go ahead and give those like a 0.5 millimeter, even a 1/4 millimeter, because they're pretty sharp. And we can go ahead and mirror this part across now. Make sure Merge Solids is checked. We're just about done. One more thing, let's go ahead and add a hole in the top for the plunger to go through. So we use our top plane, craft top plane, do an extruded cut, draw a circle from the center. I don't remember what that diameter was, do you? I think it was, let's make it 0.18. 0.18 inches. I think that'll do it. And we'll reverse the direction and through all. There we go. I think that just has kind of a big fillet right here on the outside, so we'll make that 1 millimeter. Close that up. And we have a lid.